Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Elijah here, and as you can tell from the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about the origins of Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm not even going to be around the bush, let's just get straight into it. So the term Jiu-Jitsu is derived from the Japanese word Ju, which means gentle, soft and flexible, and Jitsu, which means art or technique, and because of this, many people refer to Jiu-Jitsu as the gentle art. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as we know today, places a huge emphasis on ground fighting techniques, using leverage and timing to achieve a submission on the opponent, using joint manipulation and chokes. The root of many martial arts can be traced back to Buddhist monks in southwest India thousands of years ago. Buddhist value system of deep respect for all forms of life allowed them to develop a system of self-defense where instead of trying to injure the aggressor, the aim was to neutralize the aggressor. Jiu-Jitsu would then spread throughout Asia and influence countries like Japan and China. And the story of modern Jiu-Jitsu, however, starts on feudal Japan battlefields. It is believed that Jiu-Jitsu was initially developed as the fighting art of the samurai. The samurai were heavily armed and armored on horseback, and Jiu-Jitsu evolved among the samurai as a method for defeating an armed and armored opponent without weapons, because striking against an armed opponent proved ineffective. Practitioners learned that the most effective methods of neutralizing an enemy took the form of pins, joint locks and throws. These techniques were developed around the principle of using an attacker's energy against him. However, with the Meiji Restoration, political movement that put an end to the Japanese feudal system and triggered the industrialization of that country, the prestigious class of the samurai lost its primary importance. Jigoro Kano, a member of the Japanese Ministry of Culture and martial artist, played an important role in rescuing Jiu-Jitsu's reputation in times of peace. Kano saw that Jiu-Jitsu could be used both by men and women to embrace a more balanced lifestyle by realizing their potential, as well as it being a very useful tool for combat. Kano made an effort to adopt new training methods and remove dangerous techniques. These changes allowed practitioners to engage in safe but intense training drills with full resistance. Among Kano's remarkable students though was Mitu Maya, a fighter who benefited a lot from Kano's innovations. Maeda, who later became famous as Count Koma, had above average skills and was sent overseas to teach people about Jiu-Jitsu. In 1914, Maeda had arrived in Brazil. Following travels through several nations, Maeda had traveled to the United States and had visited a lot of countries in Central America and Europe. Maeda continued traveling around Brazil for several years before finally settling in Belém, if I butchered that forgive me, in 1920. And around this time he met and befriended a businessman and politician of Scottish descent named Gracie. Gaston helped Maeda establish a Japanese immigrant community. Maeda would then start teaching Gaston Gracie's son, Carlos Gracie, the art of Jiu-Jitsu. Carlos Gracie struggled to fit in and work a regular job. Carlos was employed by the government, but his wild personality prevented him from settling down. His desire to teach the art he learned from Maeda was already burning, and he decided to go after it. During this time anyway, being a martial arts instructor wasn't promising, but he still went for it. First Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu School was founded in 1925 at Rua Marques de Abrantes. The school represented a very important milestone in his decision to grow Jiu-Jitsu as a national sport in Brazil. Helio was just a kid when the school opened its doors. Helio's small size and relatively weak physical condition made it difficult to execute some of the positions properly. So because of this, Helio had to research alternative Jiu-Jitsu methods. His discoveries emphasized leverage and timing over strength and speed. As Carlos grew more older and became more dedicated to his research in nutrition and exercise, as well as being more committed to his quest for spiritual enlightenment, Helio took over the family business and became really involved in running the Gracie School. The 1970s saw Jiu-Jitsu travel across the ocean again, with Helio arriving in California and opening up an academy in Los Angeles in 1978. in an attempt to increase awareness of his family's fighting art in the United States, Rory and Gracie created an open invite for challengers from other martial arts for an anything goes match against a Gracie. Together with Art Davis, Warrior created the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which pitted fighters from various martial arts and fighting styles against each other in a tournament-style event. These events would be the start of the hugely popular and successful mixed martial arts movement. Warrior chose his younger brother Royce to represent him. Royce was not a big man, but despite his smaller stature, he won all of his fights by submission and was crowned the first UFC champion. And some jiu-jitsu fighters that you've probably heard of are Charles Oliveira, Anderson Silva, and BJ Penn. And a Brazilian jiu-jitsu move that I think everyone has seen is the rear naked choke. This is where you wrap your arm around your opponent's neck. This is highly effective because it leverages the practitioner's body position to generate significant pressure on the opponent's neck and throat, leading to a quick, decisive victory. Anyway guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you so much. Honestly guys, I love you with all my heart. I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support you guys always show me, man. It honestly means the world. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, yeah? And I'll catch you guys in the next one, yeah?